Okay, so I sent my friend a picture on Facebook today of something that I wanted to make. I've never made it before. We're gonna make this on a t-shirt, not on a dress. I don't own one. So that's what we're gonna do today. I don't really know what you want to call it, but got some black ribbon, some scissors, and my awesome tribute to Whitney Houston, I Want to Dance with Somebody t-shirt. So, welcome to my closet. It's a room that I made into a closet, so that's why you see deodorant over here. There's a bag. My mom gave me Easter candy. Tons of clothes over here, and there's more everywhere, but that's not what we care about. So, let me get all comfy on my floor here. Put the camera down so everyone can see what we're doing. Alright. So, brand new shirt. See? Got tags. I'm going to rip that off. So, this is the back of our shirt. And the top of my lamp. Okay. Move this a little bit. Everyone can see everything. Okay. So, in our cool picture, hold on, because, you know, I'm going to have to look at it the whole time. Okay? It looks like it's, there you go. Get a good look. I think it's a square shape, but I don't like sleeves or a neckline. So, that's the first thing we're going to do. Is we're going to cut that off. Are the sleeves. Okay? Unless you want to keep your sleeves on, that's fine. I don't like sleeves on any of my shirts. Plus, I save these and I use them as a headband. Here, I'll show you real quick. Although this one's a little tighter. But anyway, you just put it on, slap it on. Bam! Headband. See? I'm saving you money. Although, if you need money, you should not be cutting your t-shirts. Okay, sleeve one. Gone. Next sleeve. Sorry, there's no background music. Okay, so we know the shape of a shirt is kind of like a square. So you're going to have to decide how far down you want your shape to go. If you would want, you can outline it with a pencil. I don't. I wing everything that I do. So if this messes up, we're going to have another video. So obviously you have to leave this part of the shirt here because you're going to have to tie. So you can make yourself a square mark with a marker or a pen. What I'm going to do is I'm going to fold it in half so that my side seams touch right here. And I'm just going to cut my shape without anything. So I'm going to pick my top and my bottom of my shirt. So I'm going to slice here, where the bottom of my square is, and then here. And then what I'll do is I'll fold it up and just cut it and make a perfect square. So I hope that makes sense. I'll show you after. So we're just going to slice, and hopefully it's even. If not, we'll fix it in the shirt. So I sliced all the way over here. Do a little bit more. I'm going to do another one at the top. Okay, we're going to fold it over. So what we did is we just sliced across and across. It's a little uneven though, I can see that now. Maybe not. Okay? And we're going to just cut up. Alternatively, what we can do is that we can open our shirt to make sure that our slits are even, which is fine. I hope you guys can still see. I'm trying to like put my light in the right spot. And then you can just cut up to the other line to make sure that it is an even square. Which mine was not. Okay. Perfect square. The center of our shirt. I left more at the top open, only because I usually do like a V-neck in the front of all my shirts that I cut, so it's not around my neck. So I left us more space, so that way you can still see the crisscrosses of the shirt. Now, if we refer back to our lovely little picture here, that you guys can see, she's got one across the bottom. So one hole here, 2, 3. There's 4 holes in the shirt on each side. So what we're going to do to make the holes is they need to be small. Okay, so there's 4. And so it also ties at the top of the shirt. So how we make fun holes, they're not going to be even unless you want to get a ruler and measure. Like I said, I don't do ruler and measuring. I wing it. So hers are obviously higher space so that more of her back shows. So I'm going to do my 4 holes. I'm going to start, 1, 2, 3, 4. When you do a hole, put them closer to the seam, but not so close, because it's obviously going to pull your shirt tighter together when we actually tie your seams, if that makes sense. So all you got to do is just clasp your shirt like this. Well, obviously we're going to do them higher up. Clasp it like this. And you're just going to do a little slit, and it's just going to make a little hole in your shirt. Baby holes. And you're going to make 4 up this side and 4 up the other side. Like I said, if you want to get a ruler and measure them out, by all means do so. I'm just not that OCD about it. Not saying anybody with OCD is bad. I don't want anyone to get mad at me. My closet is color coordinated, so I do have OCD when it comes to those things, but not when it comes to cutting my shirt. So make sure you do 4 holes. And make sure when you pinch, you're not touching the front of your shirt as well. And space them out as far apart as you want. And know that you can do more than 4 holes if you want to. I'm just doing 4 because that's the picture that I'm looking at. And obviously you want your last hole to be closer to the top of the box of your shirt. Sorry about my sniffles. I've got bad allergies today, and I didn't take any allergy medicine this morning. I don't like taking allergy medicine, or medicine in general, nor do I like going to the doctor. It has nothing to do with your shirt. Okay, so we got our 4 holes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Ribbon! I picked black ribbon this time since the last video I made. I did a black shirt, and you guys couldn't see anything, I'm sure. So, I got black ribbon this time. Sorry, this video is long. Rip apart as much ribbon as you think you're going to need. Obviously, more ribbon is better than not enough. So, I obviously pulled off way too much ribbon. Okay, so obviously, like the picture, which I will show you again, she starts off at the bottom and then does the crisscross on the way up. So it's pretty much like tying your shoe. So you're going to... I bought satin thread also, so it's not itchy on your skin. I hope that that makes sense to everybody, and I definitely cut way too long of string. So you're going to take your 2 ends, and you're going to thread them inside of your shirt. So you put 1 in this hole, and then 1 to the other hole, and then pull all the way through. It doesn't have to be even, unless you really want it to be. And all you're going to do is tie your shoe. And obviously you're only doing every other hole. You're not doing all of your holes at once. So once you've done one side, it should look like this. You should have, I don't know if it looks like an S to you, but it doesn't look like an S to me. It's a backwards S. And you're just going to do the same thing with, you know, the opposite string. You're just going to tie your shoe. I'm only using tie your shoe as a reference because I'm assuming everyone understands what I mean. And it's not tie, it's lace. Lacing your shoe. I also want you guys to know that this is the first time that I've actually ever done this. And if you mess up, which I just did, you can fix your little loop. I did it wrong, so it was a little bunched up on one side. So see, right now we've got the pattern of the back of her shirt. And if you had done, you know, more than one, then obviously, you know, there wouldn't be as much of the back showing to your shirt as there is to mine. And you can tie it tighter if you want to, or leave it looser if you want. It's up to you. So this is pretty much it. So we've done everything that the shirt looks like, well, dress rather. It's just we didn't use a sewing machine, but that's how that's gonna look. So obviously when you get to the top, you're going to tie it off however you want to, make a bow, or even if you want to do more slits and go back down and tie it at the bottom. That's up to you how creative you want to get after these basic steps. Like I said, it's just cutting holes and then stopping. I use more thread than humanly possible to make this. But you just tie it off, make a little knot or a bow or however it is. And obviously the tighter you do it, the tighter the shirt is going to get. And like when you're tying your shoes, you want to make sure that you tighten, you know, all the way around so that the bottom isn't looser, you know, than the top. As you're doing it, you want to make sure it's all the same pull, tightness, rather. Make yourself a little, you know, bow. Double knot it if you know how tight you want it, or if you have a friend, I would have them, you know, put it on you. So that way you know what you want to do, or how tight, you know, you want your shirt, so you never have to, you know, untie it again. Again, it's ribbon, it's satin, so it's going to be comfy, but there is the back of our shirt. And you can use, you know, thicker ribbon if you want to. I mean, I chose not to use thicker ribbon, I chose to use small. I'm going to cut off the top and show you like how I like to wear my shirts, so that way you can see how it's going to look, and then I'll put it on and show you what it looks like. Okay, back to the floor. So, I don't like tops to my shirts. Kidding! I don't like collars, so I just cut around the edges right where the seam is. Not where the seam, but where the thread meets the shirt. Just cut it around so it's not itchy on my neck. It gets rid of, you know, the annoying collar in the back that everyone, the tag that everyone rips out, or you ask someone to cut out for you when you're at work, like I do. Okay. And that just gives you a little bit of, you know, neck room. And then what I usually do is I make a little slice right in the middle, and I cut at an angle to make a V shape. And just watch that you don't cut your the whole back of your shirt, so that you know where the back is, because obviously we have the string in the back. I always start off cutting both sides so the sides aren't as wide. Sorry, I cannot talk. Okay. So what I've done is I've made mine completely open so that the only thing holding the back of my shirt together is my ribbons. So obviously I have these little dangly pieces here. You can just cut up and just make like a regular tank top out of our once t-shirt. Just be careful not to cut the front of your shirt when you're doing this as well. And now we have a tank top instead of, you know, the top of the shirt. Just like that. And if you wanted to cut the bottom, you know, and have like just the front dangling, then that's up to you. I don't. I'll put this on real quick so you can see what it looks like on a real person. Okay, so this is what the front looks like. Sorry, I got a pouch, so I'm proud of it. This is what the front looks like. The back of your shirt is going to be open like this. You can use different color ribbon to do whatever, but like I said, it's satin, so it's comfortable. And if you wanted to slice this, it was all open, or do the entire back of your shirt, that's up to you. But for us Zumba instructors or whoever, the more open the back of your shirt is, the better. Air conditioning, I guess. But that's how you do the lace back of your shirt.